Hey guys, and so for our next exploration slash project in class, I call it "It's time to move it, move it." Just want to get us moving around a little bit, not sitting down for a whole class, but also thinking about math. And this is going to motivate a lot of discussions coming up in the near future. So the task: each group is going to be given a set of axes, and on that set of axes will be three graphs, which I just call run one, run two, run three. Showing on the horizontal axis will be seconds or time, and on the vertical axis would be distance from a wall. I just kind of wanted to have one point be the kind of 0 point. So on the wall would be 0, and then how far from the wall? Are you 1 foot from the wall, 2 feet from the wall, 10 feet from the wall, whatever. And the long and short of it is this. I'm going to give you these three graphs, and you need to recreate each of those runs and record it. And then you're going to take some time to explain exactly how you knew how to recreate each run and how the runs relate to one another. So I'll even show you these are the kind of runs that I have drafted up. So for instance, here's run 1, run 2, and run 3. Note that there isn't really a scale on this axis. You just know this is in feet, and there is no real scale on this axis. You know it's in seconds. And so that's part of the interpretation that's going to be up to you. So there's one of the options, here's another one of the options, here's a third one of the options, and here's a fourth one of the options. So just showing you these are the kind of graphs that we're going to be dealing with. That's kind of what we're working with. So the questions to consider when you're explaining your reasoning are, did you run at a constant speed the whole time? Did you speed up or slow down? Why? How does this show up on the graph, and how did it compare to the other runs that you did? Where did your run begin? Where did your run end? How does this show up on the graph, and how does it compare to the other runs? Did you run faster or slower in one run than in another run? Why? And what was the average speed of your run over the entire period? Right? For run 1, what was your average speed? Run 2, what was your average speed? And can you explain how this shows up on the graph? And how does it compare to the other runs? We're going to have some time to work on this in class, but for this first class, when we come to class next, it's important that we, quite literally and figuratively, hit the ground running. I want people to get out there and get their footage really quickly. You're going to need some time to discuss as a group exactly how to recreate these runs, but then my goal is at least in the first period to have decided as a group how to recreate those runs and to actually videotape it. So that's really important. And so how are you going to submit this project? I don't really know, to be honest. But I'm thinking either a video or a blog or a slideshow, some sort of presentation, anything at all that contains the footage of your recreation. So you can say, like, listen, look, here's the graph and here's the video of us recreating it. That would be helpful. And then some sort of either text, you can write out all of your explanations, or audio, you can speak it out or record yourself speaking, whatever you want, just so that you can kind of relay that in-depth discussion of the footage that you made. So that's it. So looking forward to seeing what you guys have to offer. Let's do it.